Hi there, this is Diecast channel, and in this video you're going to do a review on this 1970 Dodge Charger RT-SE, that's special edition, made on a 1/18 scale by Auto World, and it's also made in Panther Pink. So stay with me to the end of this video. Don't forget to like and share this video, to subscribe, and also click the bell for news. So let's Dodge Charger 440, that's an RT-SE, that's RT stands for Road and Track, and SE for Special Edition, which was a top of line. This car was a B body, which was an intermediate body for Chrysler that shared the same platform with the Dodge Coronet. And one of the colors that were available was this Pink Panther. The other one was Crazy Plum. We had the lime green and also the mango orange, which were very vivid colors and very rebel at the same time. There was a sort of a Dodge rebellion we had back in 1970. 1970 was a pinnacle of muscle cars when they were at their highest performance. There was Chevrolet Chevelle SS 454 LS6, which had 450 horsepower, the Buick GS and GSX Stage 1, which were the fastest cars at the time, the Dodge Coronet Super B, Dodge Coronet RT, which were also very fast Mopars, as well as the A-bodies that could be equipped with several engine options. And this car in particular that was equipped with a 440 Magnum Big Block that has also equipped several other models, including the Dodge Monocles, such as the Bluesmobile that was said to have this engine in the movie. They had a little issue on aerodynamics in those two top fins. That's the reason for 1969 the Dodge Charger 500 was launched for tracks, and then after the Dodge Charger 500 we had Charger Daytona, which is a car I personally do not appreciate. But anyway, this is a very nice car. It's a very attractive B body, which is an intermediate body for Chrysler. This model car made by Auto World Authentics has a top quality as usual. It's got a very nice paint job. The vinyl is very well mocked by the painting. It's got a texture and the painting on the top, so it reproduces the vinyl with perfection. The logos and badges are all made in photo etched in separate parts, with an exception for the SE on the seat here, which is a decal. Directional lights on the sides are decals as well. The headlights, turn signals, auxiliary lights, tail lights are also perfect and also very realistic. The interior is made in black instead of white, and just like the other model I've shown before. It's got those two flat black stripes on the hood with a 440 logo on them. The stripe is made in white, and it's got that spoiler in the deck lid. I personally don't appreciate that very much, but anyway, it's part of a car, so it's going to be as is. This is made in a Panther Pink. It's a very interesting color and very rebel at the same time, and this color looks quite unique. Depending on the angle you stare at a car, it looks a little more to the red side or a little more pink. Looks like a beet color at the same time. One-piece grille that's surrounded by a bumper. The bumper is actually a grille frame, and the grille is not a split anymore. It's got an RT logo on the driver's side of the grille, and all items were very well made. The vent windows are a little bit inwards towards the top. I'm going to correct that. I'm going to work on that issue as soon as I've got a chance. But I'm going to leave them the way they are for now. Chrome trims are separate parts around the window openings, around the windshield and the rear window are made in separate parts. The gas caps are separate part. Trims around the wheel wells are separate parts as well. Wheels and tires look very good and very realistic. I would say this is a great model car to have in a diecast car collection, especially if you like those Mopars muscle cars. The front of a 1970 Charger with a very aggressive grille. This grille looks more like the 1968 grille than the 1969. Since for 1969 the grille was split, and that split grille in 1969 had created some aerodynamic issues. That's why the 1969 Dodge Charger RT was terrible at tracks, due to the grille and also due to the rear fins and the seat pillars. This grille has retractable headlights. They work like garage doors. The Charger RT logo on the driver's side of a grille looks very nice, and the grille looks very realistic, although it's not a grille but a mocked mesh. And the bumper, that's a sort of a grille frame, looks also very nice and very attractive for 1970. It really matches the car lines. They would not be admitted in 1973 on, since 1973 on American cars had to have stronger bumpers due to legislation. This brushed aluminum inside that surrounds the grille and goes inside the bumper was also very well reproduced in this model car. Any antenna that's made of metal, the windshield wipers are separate parts, and the trim around the windshield, that's metal foil actually, and it really mocks a real chrome. The mirror is in the right proportion, and the hood is also very well aligned. Nice and realistic engine bay with a 440 six-pack. That's the same configuration we had for Dodge Challenger and also for Dodge Coronet Super B six-pack. Six-pack, according to what I've read at the time, was compared to a pack of beer with 6 cans of beer. So that's the reason it was named six-pack. If you have any further information on that, please write down your comments. That was something I read in Mopar magazine about 20 years ago. This air filter pan looks very realistic, as well as these cables and wires, the battery cables and with the terminals that look very realistic. A brake master cylinder that looks a little bit tiny, but it was what was available for the car at the time. And this reservoir that also looks very realistic, as well as this front panel, the radiator and radiator cap, and also those factory stickers and a factory stamp on the driver's side of the engine bay. Those spring panographic hinges look also very correct and realistic. And we also have the hood latch on the hood and also the hood lock on the front panel that really mocks the real thing. This engine bay is made with perfection, with very good detail for this car. The valve covers and the oil caps look also very realistic. This engine is made in Hemi orange, and the 2 exhaust manifolds that also look very realistic. Very nice looking and realistic interior with a dashboard that's very similar to those ones in the Dodge Coronet. Steering wheel is also similar with a 3-spoke steering wheel that was common for Dodge Charger, Dodge Dart, and also for Plymouth Roadrunner, GTX, and Dodge Coronet. The interior looks very good, and it's also very realistic. We have the new seats for 1970. Those seats actually tilt. They've got the buckles and the seat belts. The doors have very realistic openings and also have those pins that lock them to the body. That's a very nice detail of all the world cars. And this chrome threshold. Interior is all made in carpet, and we have the floor mats for the driver and a passenger. The pedals, this is a mechanical transmission car, and it's got a pistol grip stick shift. Chrome frame around the window opening is a separate part, and the vinyl is very well mocked by this white paint that's made in flat, and it's got a texture that's very realistic. The SC logo and the seat pillar is a decal, as well as this trim that goes all the way to the fin. Door shuts correctly, and the RT logo is a separate part. It's actually made in some kind of material similar to photo etched and the correct colors. For 1970, we have this scoop in the front door instead of having those 2 louvers, those 2 fake louvers we have for 1968 and 1969. Door lock and door handle. From the passenger side, a very nice detail of a dashboard with 6 gauges, the 2 large gauges and the 4 smaller gauges, and a radio in the center. Pistol grip stick shift that was very desired at the time, and a central console. They're all in wood pattern. The seats that look very nice and very realistic. The door with the trim and lock pin that also look very realistic. We see the buckle here for the seat belt, correct opening, very realistic antenna that's made of metal, and the Chrysler Panther Star, which is a decal on the passenger side front fender. Door shuts correctly, very well aligned, and the wheels and tires look very realistic. Rear end of the Dodge Charger that looks very nice. There is a slight difference between 1970 and 1969 concerning the rear end. The taillights are basically the same, but for 1970 we have this trim that goes all around the taillights, and they sort of connect the taillights like one piece. But between the taillights we have a flat black pattern with a Charger RT logo. And a trunk lock above them that's very realistic. Is also a separate part. A rear bumper that's very well made with the bumper guards that are also very well made. Reverse lights and the dual exhaust that look very nice. Race style gas cap for the Charger from 1968 to 1970. And the trim that goes all the way around the fence. And the deck lid that goes all the way to this line here. For the Charger 500, they would go only up to here, since the Charger 500 doesn't have those fins, but have a sloped window that goes all the way to the end of the C-pillars. A rear window transparency that looks great, and the trim around it that has a very good quality chrome. This rear spoiler I really don't like so much, but since it's part of model car, it's going to be here, just going to stay here. Charger has a smaller trunk than the Dodge Dart, even though it's a larger car. We have that gas pipe that goes diagonally, and a spare tire with a fixture and a floor mat that's made in plastic. It looks also very realistic. The only thing all the world has missed in this model car, but can be made easily with a Sharpie, is this rubber seal that should be black. At least it's cast in metal and looks very realistic. The hinges are also very realistic. And the jack instructions are in the sticker. Trunk lid also has a trunk lock. That's body color. Perhaps it should be silver. Anyway, it's a very nicely made model car. It's a very well made chassis for this car. This car is a unibody, so we have car floor and a front subframe that looks very realistic. The colors are also very realistic according to the real car. So we have body color outwards and inwards. We have primer. Parts colors are also very realistic and pretty much correct. For the front and rear suspensions, rear suspensions have leaf springs, and the differential, they're all made in black. Drive shaft is made in metal color, as well as the mufflers, and the muffler tips are made in chrome, just like in a real car. The gas tank also looks very realistic. These suspensions, both front and rear, have actual springs, and the drive shaft spins. The engine is made in the correct color, that's Hemi orange. We have the starter and the tranny that's made in aluminum color and look very realistic. The front wheel steer. The bottom of this car is made with a lot of realism and a lot of quality. That's typical of Auto World Authentics. Ranking this car from 0 to 10, I would give it a 10 with no doubts. It's a great car made by Auto World Authentics, and it's got a top quality as usual. All details are very well taken care of. Paint job is excellent. Paint quality is good as well. It doesn't have any sort of issues, doesn't have any flashes, no gas markings, no issues like that at all. Got very realistic headlights, tail lights. Window transparency is great. Chrome has a very good quality. It doesn't look toyish at all. The engine, the bottom and the engine bay look also very realistic. Wheels and tires look great. Interior looks great. So I'd like to thank you for all likes and views, for all subscriptions. Please don't forget to subscribe in case you haven't subscribed yet. Give me a thumbs up and share this video. And also click the bell for news. And let me know down in the comments what you think about the video and about the car. And if you have any further information on those B-bodies, please let us know down in your comments. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.